Hello, and this video will now tie up all the pieces of the DAISY puzzle. So if you've watched the other three videos at this stage and you are confused about anything, it is my hope that this video will pull all the pieces together for you and put an end to that confusion. So the first video, and you'll see a link to that video below this video. The first video was really the introduction to the DAISY program in its entirety and featured, for example, a video presentation from Michael Faust that laid out exactly what DAISY was all about in terms of the first part, or the phase one of DAISY, and the bit we're all excited about now, the second part that's just coming, the DAISY DeFi tokens launch. Now, the idea of that first video was if you clicked the link that was under that, and again that link is also below this video. If you click that link, I've entitled it Step 1, you will come to this page. And on this page, it says, welcome to the #1 crowdfunding project of 2021. Take 2 minutes to learn how you can become a venture capitalist crowdfunder with as little as $100. The video there is well worth watching, and ultimately if you read through the page and got to the bottom, you would have seen this click here to learn more button. On clicking that button, you're presented with a form that simply asks for your first and last name, email address, country of residence and mobile number. Then you click proceed and you are taken through to this page, which has a whole bunch of videos on it, information, ultimately an overview of exactly how the DAISY project works, what it was set up to do, so on and so forth. Now you have to understand that the DeFi proposal that we're predominantly talking about at the moment was only announced for the first time on around the 23rd of May. I'm sorry it's taken me a little bit of time to get these videos together and so on to actually explain what's going on, but there's a lot more information. So going back to the process, step 1, link below of course is called step 1, will take you through the process of joining the DAISY enterprises, finding the form which you sign into DAISY enterprises with, and coming through to this resource page. So that's all really about step 1. Now, having joined DAISY enterprises, you will also have access to your own back office like this one, and here you will see things like your member ID, username, so on and so forth, and a referral link which you can see here. Now, there are also referral links in the sales funnel back office, and when you go in there you will see DAISY Ventures opportunity, DAISY Biz info opportunity, so on and so forth. These are alternate referral links that you can use if you want to get more involved in terms of becoming a team builder. I will come back to team building and so on and so forth in a moment. But what I do want to stress above all else is that don't think that the DAISY project is of no use to you if you are not going to introduce others to it. That's simply not the case. There is an opportunity here to create passive income, future wealth, just simply from the Daisy DeFi token offer that's coming alone. Now, the other thing I'm very conscious of course, is that we are on a tight time schedule here to get you qualified and ready to be able to purchase those Daisy DeFi tokens at a heavily discounted rate. Ideally, you want to grab as many of them as you can during that first batch, which will cost 10 cents, and that would be wonderful. So you don't have to think about the business building side. I will put another link below this video. I'll call it Introducer, and if you click on that link, what it will do is it will take you to the full Michael Faust presentation, which explains a lot more about what you can achieve from introducing others to Daisy, if that's what you want to do. Now, I would pay particular attention to that video from about the 19th minute onwards, when Michael really goes into the detail about introducing others. There's just one small thing I will say on that subject before I move on, and that is there is also going to be a 75 million coin bonus pool set up, which I'm going to call the spillover pool for want of a better explanation. And for anybody that does introduce 4 other people, now that could literally be your partner, a son, daughter, mother, father, so on. It doesn't have to be you building a business, but you could just introduce 4 other people. If you do that, providing their own Daisy funding contributions total at least 1,000 USDT, then you will also earn 1 share in the spillover pool. Now, what that 1 share will be worth, who knows? But there will be 75 million Daisy DeFi tokens in that pool ready to be shared. So let's say that the 1 share equates to 100 Daisy DeFi tokens. That, remember, could be 100 tokens that at some point in the future are worth $5, $15, $20, who knows. So it's something to consider. But if you watch the full extent of Michael Faust's presentation, you'll get all of that, rather than me go into it in specific terms. Okay, so let's move on. I think it's worth just covering the token packs in terms of what you can expect once the Daisy DeFi tokens are launched and how it relates to your actual position within the Daisy project. Now, the next link below the video, the 4th link down, is a link called Project Funding, and that link takes you back to the 3rd video I made, which amongst other things covers how the tier funding works inside Daisy and how you use your TronLink wallet to fund the Daisy project directly. And the way the DeFi token allocation will work is based on what you're looking at in front of you. In very simple terms, pack 1, it means if you have funded Daisy up to just tier 1, the $100 tier, you will be able to buy Daisy DeFi tokens when they appear up to $100 worth. So, for example, if you're able to get that pack 1 purchase in while they are at 10 cents, you're going to get $1,000 Daisy DeFi tokens. If you funded up to tier 2, you're going to be able to access a further or additional $200 worth of Daisy DeFi tokens. So if we stick to our 10 cents thing, if you're able to get them all in at 10 cents, wouldn't that be lovely? You will end up then being able to buy up to 3,000 of those Daisy DeFi tokens. Now you can start to really understand the potential, I guess. Even at just that tier 2 level, you could have 3,000 tokens that cost you 10 cents and basically could grow to, who knows, $5, $10 a piece. You see how you can easily make money regardless of whether you bring people into the business or not. And if you just read the slide on the screen, you can see it increases the amount of tokens you can purchase based on the level that you have funded Daisy at. So for example, I'm funded up to level 5, so I will be able to purchase up to pack 5. In total, that's around $3,100 of Daisy funding. And if I were able, fingers crossed, to buy all of the Daisy DeFi tokens at 10 cents, then I would have 31,000 of those tokens in that first wave. Now, of course, it's important to keep your feet on the ground and to accept the possibility that you just may not be quick enough to get all of the tokens that you want to purchase at that 10 cent level. But who knows? Who knows how long that will last? We may just get lucky, and certainly I'll do my best to get notification out there as quickly as possible that the 10 cent allocation is about to be released. I'm sure we will get some advance warning. All we know at the moment is it's going to happen after the 12th of June, and you're only going to be able to buy these discounted DeFi tokens if you are a funded member of the Daisy project. Okay, so now to bring this video 4 in my little mini series to an end. The thing to do is to take a very methodical approach to this. There are 5 links below the video, and the links work as follows, and you should almost certainly follow the links one by one and then go through them. Now, you won't be able to read every little bit of content that those links take you to, but you will at least get a very good overview of the whole thing so that you're able to piece the bits of the puzzle together. Now, again, I know this has been a fairly complicated thing to look at in its entirety, and that's why I've broken it down as best I can, but it's all very logical once you get going. So let's explain the links below again and what you should do now. The first link below this video literally takes you back to video 1, where I introduced the Daisy program. I focused to a large degree on Michael Faust's video, or certainly the first 15 to 18 minutes of his video, which totally explained getting into phase 2 of Daisy, plus a little bit of introduction and a look back at phase 1. Now, the thing to remember is that you're automatically part of phase 1 when you come in now, because the Endotech AI project is ongoing. That has been up and running and producing profits now for 2 months. And when you come in and you fund your levels of Daisy, you will also start getting some of that Endotech AI profit. I'm not going to go into all the details about how much of your money goes into that and how much goes into the networking pool and so on, because all of that can be explained and will be explained when you click on step 1, that's the second link down, which is entitled Step 1, Joining Daisy Enterprises. When you click on that, you're effectively signing into Daisy Enterprises and then giving yourself access to all the resources you need to study the entire program. So that's all covered in there anyway. Now to the third link below the video, that is basically entitled Introducer, and that is literally a link to Michael Faust's full video where he not only explains what you've seen from the snippet in my video 1, but he goes on to explain the full program of business building and everything else. This is not stuff that you have to do, by the way. This is stuff that's there. It's resources for you to study if you wish. The key things literally come in where we're talking about project funding, and link 4 below this video is called project funding, and that takes you, literally that link takes you back to my third video, the one before this, which explains how you fund the project, how you link it to a TronLink browser wallet, and then finally link 5 below, which is actually video 2 in the series, will show you an idea in terms of going to Binance to buy your USDT and the little bit of Tron token that you will also need. So everything is laid out for you in terms of resources. The key points, because there is a time factor here, are as follows. 1, sign up to Daisy Enterprises. You do that through link 2 below this video. Second step, go get yourself some USDT. You can see how to do that at Binance by following link 5 below the video. And step 3, get your project, your Daisy project, funded by following the steps in video 3. If you have any questions whatsoever, put them in the comments below the video. The other thing I would draw your attention to is when you have gone through project funding, i.e. link 4 below and the video that links to, you will arrive at daisy.global, and at daisy.global you will see this video here. Now I'm not going to play it because A, you probably won't hear it properly, and B, you can watch that at your leisure. But again, well worth looking at that Daisy official video. Now that's pretty much it. I've tried to cover everything. Invariably I will have missed a lot of things. That's just a fact of life. So final notes. 1, please subscribe to the channel, because I will bring lots of different opportunities along in the future. And if you subscribe, and especially if you click the bell notification next to that, you'll get notified when I put a new video up. Also, it'd be nice if you could thump that thumbs up button and give me some likes for the video content. And finally, if it's all been a bit confusing, humble apologies, but it really isn't an easy thing to fully put across, and I've tried my best to break it down. But I really do think now that they've announced the Daisy DeFi token and the builds that are coming on to the Daisy project, I just think opportunities from here on in are going to fly in. But please get in before the 11th of June, even if you just get in for $100 of funding, so that you can take a slice of the pie and move forward with a wonderful project that has massive potential. That's all from me. Thank you very much.